Okay, I have the valve guides done, and here they are. They'll be pressed into the head, but before I press them in, I want to clean up the top of the head. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some wet, dry sandpaper, some wet, dry paper here, and I'm going to, this is a corian cutting board. I use that for sanding stuff smooth, or getting it smooth so that I can, polish it, because I'm thinking about polishing the top of the head and the sides, and either powder coat or paint this with black with the fins polished for an offset. And then the bottom is going to get, the bottom of the case, I'm going to like I say, I'm going to paint the cylinders and then polish the outside fins. That's what my plan is anyway. And in the case itself, I'm going to radius everything and then sandblast and grit blast it to make it kind of look like a forging. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to clean up the head here. And I need to get my coolant bottle. Oh, there it is. And I just need to do the top. So I'm just going to give it a little squirt of coolant on there, and we'll see how much we'll have to take. Okay, let's get a clean rag here. Wipe it off. See where we're at. We still got marks, so we'll just continue. We'll continue until all the marks are gone. Circles, figure eights, back and forth. Circles, figure eights. Okay, wipe. Oh, getting close. Getting close. I see a few little marks over here yet. One more squirt. I don't know how anybody else does their polishing, but this is how if it's a flat surface, how I get rid of the marks and polish it up nice, usually. All right. Okay, I'm going to go over to the buffer and see if I can't polish it. I think I've got most of the marks gone. We're going to go over to the buffer, and I'm going to just buff that on the buffer. And when I get done buffing this, I'll come back and I'll show you the results. Okay, here's the results after I buffed it. It didn't take very long on the buffer. Just hit it with the buffer a little bit. It's not too bad. I see some smudges yet, but while I was doing that, I realized I forgot something on this. I forgot the two clearance cuts over here on the side opposite the spark plug for the push rod clearance. So I need to go and set up my fixture again, load it, and put those two cuts in there. Darn it. But that's okay. I'm glad I caught it before I pressed everything together and would have to push everything apart again. And so, but anyway, I think that's looking pretty good. And it's gonna look pretty good on the motor itself. Especially when I think when I get it painted, if I paint the cylinder like I want. I had one of my other engines that I did that to. Painted the cylinder and then went back and buffed the fins and shined up the fins. Oh darn, I can't hit the hole. There we go. Oops, I spit on it. But anyway, I think it's going to look pretty good. So anyway, I'm going to go back and put these clearance cuts in. They have to be in there for, especially the one push rod. The other push rod, not so much. But to give it a balance, I want to do both of them, even though the one is not really necessary. I don't believe that it would hit any of the fins anyway, the outside one. But I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. So I'm going to set up and cut those, and then I'll be back. Okay, I got the reliefs cut in them. Got them all cleaned up. Now I'm going to press the valve guides in. So I'm going to take it over to the vise. I'm going to take it over to the vise. I had to put something around that. See, I need something with a 1/4 inch diameter. This will work. I think this will work. I have a bevel gear here that just so happens has a 1/4 inch ID. So I'll be able to put that on there and then go take it in the vise and just push it together. So let's go over to the vise. So take the fixture out of there. That's I had it in there to do those two push rod clearances. So I just got it put together like that and just carefully put it down in here. The vise jaws being coming together parallel should straighten everything out. We'll just push it right in up to that shoulder. I don't think I need any Loctite. I put a nice press on those. So am I going to be able to get the other one in this without hitting? I think so. Give her a go. Keep an eye on it. Oh yeah, plenty of clearance. Plenty of clearance. Push it in tight. Okay. Cool. This one is done, except for now I need to put the valves in to lap the valves. I need to make the valves, so that'll probably be what I'll make next, is the valves. I'm going to go ahead and push the other two in on the other one. And the next time I come back will be, oh, I might have to ream these also. I'll have to run a reamer back through them again. I'm sure they collapsed a little because I put a pretty good press on them. I got, I think, about a little over a thou, about 1.5 thou press. So it like I say, it pressed in. It actually pressed in pretty nice here. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other two, press them in, and then when I come back, we'll be busy making valves. Until then, catch you later.